Ninjago Shadowspin is basically a precursor story that will tell the story of Garmadon during the Serpentine Wars, trying to figure out a way to defeat them. He wants to learn Shadowspin, but this comic book is having a bit of issues. Let's quickly discuss today what is going on with this magazine and why it's not out. Now, in my firm, honest opinion, I had totally forgotten this comic book was coming out. Right now, while recording, if I check my time, the time I'm recording this is on the 10th of May. I thought it was supposed to come out on the 2nd, but apparently it was supposed to come out May 22nd. 22. The 22s. 21, 22. That's when it was supposed to get released. On the 22nd. Now, apparently that may not be its due date anymore because of some issues. Now, this is all thanks to Amazon. This information, it's mainly from there. The only information they've given us is it's getting delayed. But why is it getting delayed? Why would it have any delays to it if the book is ready to get published? Well, from what I've learned in my previous English classes about books, sometimes books just have a re-edit, or in this case, I don't think it's a re-edit. I think it's more of a delay from the senders. Here in Australia, what happens with us is usually if a book has a release date, so a small-time book, I'm not saying Ninjago is a small-time thing, but huge novels in Australia is what is mainly considered here. Small-time books like Ninjago comics, I don't know about the Marvel comics or DC comics. I feel like that may be a different story there because they're big brands. But stuff like this is usually sidelined to Amazon exclusive stuff here. So we can't really get that in our local bookstores. It's very, very hard. I remember when the Island comics before Day of the Departed and Skybound, that story. Yeah, but after Skybound, before Day of the Departed, that little precursor story there in the middle, we never got that. Apparently you could get it online at bookshops, but not in stores. It's very interesting to understand all this. In my honest opinion, books should just be out. I know even in libraries, these comics don't even exist for some reason. Hence, because they might be sorted after, and well, they do also cost a lot of money. So there could be issues there. But the precursor to this, why is it getting delayed, is just simply, it's just being delayed. So no new Ninjago news coming out in May, I guess. I wouldn't be surprised if by time the book's release date does come out, which is May 22nd, and then sometime before the second book's supposed to come out, because the second one's supposed to come out July 26th, and the new release date for book 1 is, the comic book 1 is supposed to be the 26th as well of July. So I wouldn't, or July or June. So yeah, 26th of June is the actual release date for both book 1 and book 2. Now, I'm honestly looking forward to this, as it is supposed to be a precursor, but I do not know why it's now delayed. I don't know. I'm honestly still excited for the book. Just the thing is, right now in Ninjago's, sort of what's happening with Ninjago Dragons Rising Part 2, release date for Part 2 seems to be a bit sketchy. It's apparently supposed to come out in July, but we've not got any trailers to support that. And the writers suggest that it's not coming out, but in Finland, apparently it's going to come out in June. So right now, there's a lot to, exploding marbles coming at us. I'm really just taking it one step at a time. And just focusing on the sets coming out in June. I think that's a main priority for all of us right now. The Shadowspin comic, as much as it's a good story, it is nothing compared to what the show, in its own terms, the show and the sets will give us personally. That's just my opinion, as I found it hard in the past to get these sort of comics and all that stuff. But I do also recommend this one because we have seen how cool Shadowspin is in Ninjago Dragons Rising Part 1. Heavens knows what they're doing for Part 2 from what the sets are telling us, or showing us, and we can't read what they're showing us, but it looks really good what they're doing. So I want to see this precursor. I want to see why Garmadon didn't really use Shadow Spin during the events of the Serpentine Wars. I want to learn more. This book's going to give us more. If I have to wait another month for it to find out more information, I'm willing to. It's just a month. But let me know your thoughts about it being delayed. How do you feel about it? Peace out, guys.